Is anyone else as curious as me to find out how much this car weighs? On this episode of Tastuned, we'll find out. I thought I'd let you know just where I'm up to at the minute. So, still got that oil leak that's underneath the car somewhere at the rear of the engine, which I'm going to sort of check out. Hopefully it's just the cam sensor or something, but I think it might be in behind the flex plate. I was going to change the stall, but I think I'm just going to leave it for now. It's still really responsive. It doesn't sort of, doesn't hesitate or anything. It's sort of good, so I'm just going to leave it for now, but it still means I'm going to have to likely pull the gearbox out. And to do that, I'm actually going to lift the body off to do that. Before I lift the body off, I want to sort out these issues I'm having, or I'm going to have, with smoke coming into the cabin. So I got these gaps all around here, and sort of down there. So I've got this cardboard. I just went and get some cardboard and sticky tape. So the idea is I'll cut some strips of that stuff. I'm just going to curve it around. Have a strip maybe 100 millimeters wide, a bit more, and then have that so it goes and meets into that edge there, seals that all off, so it'll go from there right down the front and seal off the tubs completely, hopefully. And I might just run some edge, sort of like this stuff on that edge, on it, so that when it goes against the body it pushes nice, seals against there, and then I'll just have just a few easily removable screws that kind of hold that, so that when I want to lift the body up and stuff, I'll just undo a couple of screws. I think that's the best way to do it. The only other way is if I make these pieces that have little tabs coming up and then drill holes so it's actually attached to the body instead. But then I'm going to have to go drilling holes through the body, and I don't particularly want to do that. So if I can just do it through the tubs, then that'll be fine. Once I get that all marked out, then I can pull the body off and then pull that transmission out. And I might even just try and drive around with no body, and that'll be the first time I've done that, so that'd be cool. So anyway, yeah, for now, just a bit of arts and crafts. Alright, so there you can see, that's basically what it's going to look like. I'll cut it into two bits. I'll have the join probably here somewhere. So that bit goes at the front, that bit goes at the back. And I'll show you how it all fits in there. I might be able to do it in one piece. So Yeah, that'll go like that. Fits right tight against all there. Down there and like that. So hopefully that'll stop smoke coming into the cabin. Still got a little bit to do just down the bottom there. And then I've just still got to weld some more steel to the back of these tubs here just to bring that down. But I want to lift the body up, tape a bit of cardboard there, and then lift the body up and just see if there's going to be any interference or anything before I go welding that on. But hopefully once that's done, it'll keep a bit of smoke out of the cab. And I may even look at putting in here just a couple of little louver panels or something, paint them black, just so that some smoke can get out from smoke and heat can sort of get out from under the tray bit, so it doesn't sort of create a bit of a pressurised zone underneath there. These are the little issues you find once you start spinning the tyres. But anyway, so I've made one side, I'll make the other side, and then start cutting out of some aluminium or steel. That's what I got. So that's one done and painted. I'll just add a bit of that pinch weld stuff. I'm only going to have to do one side at the minute, but the idea is for that to rub against the inside of the body and not damage it. So I'll just place that in there, like so. And jam a couple of screws in there. This is how you do it. One like so. That little beauty there. Got to figure out how far these overlap first. Okay, so there, so that's sealed against the body there. All around, and once I do this little bit, hopefully we won't get smoked out. So I've just screwed these on, as you can see. I took the front bits off just because just there you've got these big seals that sort of box out and come out, so there's no way that can lift up when that seals off. But if I just take the front bits off, I thought I'll just try it leaving the rear bits on, because it looks like it gets wider as it goes up, and so far it looks like it's working. So you can see here, that's good. It might be easy to leave those back bits on and just put the top of the front bits off. Sweet. So there we go. Leave the rear bits. Just those front bits could have come off in it. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I can get down to here. Sick. Now I just got to figure out this front bit, how I'm going to block that off. That one gets a bit tricky, but don't know. I'm still thinking the big mudguard brushes from trucks. Just sort of mounted to here, or mounted to the body there. So when it comes down, it just seals that bit off. I think that's what I'll try for the start, and just see if I still get anything coming through. Next thing to attack is to probably take the body off, and see down, I don't know if you can see down there, that oil leak. So it's definitely coming from the rear of the engine. As far as I can tell, it's not coming from any of those sensors, so it might be the sump, or I don't know. I think I'll have to jack the car right up, put it on stands, get it nice and high, and then get under and see. Hopefully I don't have to pull the transmission out. But if I do, I do. So I'll go and have a look. Right, so the body's off. Had it hanging up there, I dropped it down onto some rollers, put it in the garage, and now I can actually jack this thing up, get to the transmission, pull the tunnel out, find this bloody oil leak. So anyway, I'll set up the camera, we'll drive it back in and get stuck into it. it's time to weigh this mini, and I've obviously haven't got scales that are strong enough to weigh the whole thing. So I've done this before with the gasser. I made up these, so they've got a little pivot down here and a couple of bits of timber and a little cup there that the wheel sits in, which should line up pretty well. There's a little point underneath there which sits on the scales. And I did a test before with a wheel which I knew weighed 18 kilograms, and then placed it on each of the scales and the timbers separately, and then divided what weight showed on there by 18 kilos by what weight it showed on there. So this one gives me 4.73, so whatever I get on there, I've got to times by 4.73, vice versa, all the way around. So it's not going to be perfectly accurate, but it will be reasonably accurate and give us a bit of an idea of how much this thing weighs. So I've got the paper here. So I'll do left front, right front, left rear, right rear. Okay, so left front is showing 56.3 kilograms. Right front showing 54 kilograms. Left rear is about 28.8. And right rear is about 26.8. Okay, this one's 4.55. This one's got to be multiplied by 4.375. This one is 4.73. And this one was 4.8. Alright, let's get the calculator out and see how we go. Okay, 4.375 times 28.8 equals 126. This is kilograms. See that? 26.8 times 4.55 equals 121.94. Okay, 56.3 times 4.73 equals 266.3. And 54 times 4.8 equals 259.2. So we add all them up, 259.2 plus 266.3 plus 126 plus 121.94 equals 773 kilograms. Oh, 0.4. Alright, and now I just have to go and take the scales in and do the body, but what do we estimate for that? We can both pick it up and take it off. I'd say it's going to be 65 kilos.
Yeah, I'd be.
So 773 kilograms is how many pounds? Times 2.2, 1,701 pounds. Cool, that's pretty close to what I estimated. What did I guess, 795 or something? Yeah. Sweet. So I've just finished weighing this. It actually came in at right on 100 kilos for the whole body. That's without the bonnet and without this little cover at the back. So the bonnet's probably another 5 kilos, or the hood, whatever you want to call it. And this rear cover's probably another 4 or 5 as well. It's not real heavy. So yeah, we're looking at 100 kilos for that. And then the 773 that I came up with for the body, so 873 kilograms all up with the body, which is probably a little bit more than I thought. But I haven't really gone to any extreme measures. It's got big heavy steel wheels, the big heavy drag radials. It's got a huge heavy 9-inch in it. But yeah, so 873, given that it's probably going to make somewhere close to 400 horsepower at the wheel, it should be sort of right around the sort of 450 horsepower per tonne, so it'll still be reasonably quick. But yeah, that's what it is.